All right, everyone, we're going to do the next part of Alex Trebek's Memorial Tribute, in which this time around we're playing our next Jeopardy game for the Sega Genesis, and that's the Sports Edition. So let's see how we do.
This is Jeopardy!
Yes, it is. The Sports Edition. So all the clues are sports trivia. Today we have Kurt and Lynn facing me. There's one daily double hidden up there somewhere, and let's look at the categories.
Here are the categories.
Famous Yankees, Speed Demons, starts with D, Olympic numbers, country, and finally, baseball potpourri. Are we ready to go? Ready to go. Let's do it. Baseball potpourri 100. Ronald Reagan once served as a broadcaster for this Major League Baseball team. Who are the Chicago Cubs?
You are correct.
Let's go with baseball potpourri for 200. Rawlings and the Sporting News established this award in 1957. What is the Gold Glove? Oopsie daisies.
You are correct.
A baseball potpourri for 300, please. The umpires rub these down with Baltimore clay before each game. What are balls?
You are correct.
A baseball potpourri for 400. The award that goes to the top fielding major leaguer at his position each year. What is the Gold Glove?
You are correct.
Baseball potpourri for 500. There is no joy in this mythical baseball town. What is Mudville?
You are correct.
Ran the category. Very good. All right, where are we going to go now? Country? Yeah, that'd be good. This Scandinavian country's version of baseball is called Pesapallo. What is Finland?
You are correct.
Let's go countries for 200, please. Their female caddies wore helmets after 500 were hit in the head. What is Japan? Oops.
You are correct.
I'll go with countries for 300, please. This country skiers have included Anton Steiner, Franz Gruber, and Hans N. What is Austria?
You are correct.
Let's go with countries for 400. Mid-East nation who first saw golf in '61 with Sam Snead and Harry Wheatman. What is Israel?
You are correct.
Countries for 500, please. This European nation saw an avalanche kill a U.S. ski champ, Buddy Warner. What is Switzerland?
You are correct.
Very good. So we're up to $3,000 right now. We're off to a good start. Where do we want to go now? Famous Yankees? Yeah, let's go there. Start with Famous Yankees for 100. This record-setting longtime New York Yankees stalwart attended Columbia University. Who is Lou Gehrig?
You are correct.
Let's go with Famous Yankees for 200, please. This Yankee hit the longest home run in a game. Who is Mickey Mantle?
You are correct.
Famous Yankees for 300, please. This slugger played himself in the pride of the Yankees. Who is Babe Ruth?
You are correct.
Famous Yankees for 400. He said the Yankees fans ripped my spirit out of my body and stomped on it. Who is Reggie Jackson?
You are correct.
Famous Yankees for 500, please. $4,000 right now. This former catcher managed the Yankees and Mets to pennants. Who is Yogi Berra?
You are correct.
Right in the category again. Okay. Now let's find out where we're gonna go. Olympic countries, Olympic numbers would be good. Let's go with Olympic numbers for 100. The number of fletchings on an Olympic arrow. What is 3?
You are correct.
Olympic numbers for 200, please. The number of strikes normally taken between hurdles in a 110-meter race. What is 3?
You are correct.
Olympic numbers for 300. The number of times a runner has to jump water in an Olympic steeplechase. What is 1?
You are correct.
Olympic numbers for 400. The number of laps in an Olympic 10,000-meter race. What is 25?
You are correct.
Olympic numbers for 500. The number of gold medals the U.S. took home from the 88 Winter Games. What is 2?
You are correct.
Alright, I guess we'll go to Speed Demons 100. This player stole 7 bases in 2 consecutive World Series. Who is Ricky Henderson?
Sorry?
It isn't? Well, I'll be. Oh, it was Lou Brock. Okay, the other one.
You are correct.
And there's the daily double for the round, but he can risk up to 500 on this clue. All right, Kurt. Here we go. In 1975, this player stole 38 consecutive bases, and that was Davy Lopes.
You are correct.
Davy Lopes, All right. He has stolen the most bases in his career. I'll try Ricky Henderson again.
You are correct.
Now is the time for Ricky Henderson. Correct. We're going to go with Speed Demons 400. He stole home the most times. Who is Ty Cobb?
You are correct.
Let's go with Speed Demons 500. This Cardinal made it from home plate to first base in 3.6 seconds. I'm just gonna say who is Mickey Mantle, but I really don't know.
Sorry.
It was not Mickey Mantle. All right. Oh, Vince Coleman. Okay.
You are correct.
All that's left is starts with D. Let's go there. He coached Detroit to 2 NBA titles and the Dream Team to gold. Who is Chuck Daly?
You are correct.
200, please. He moved the Raiders from Oakland to Los Angeles in '82. Who is Al Davis?
You are correct.
Keep it going. This world heavyweight champ from 1919 to 26 lost his title to Gene Tunney. Who is Jack Dempsey? Oh, Strudel.
You are correct.
For 400, same category. He KO'd undefeated Mike Tyson in '90 to win the heavyweight title. Who is Buster Douglas?
You are correct.
Now the last clue. This Panamanian held light, welter, junior, middle, and middleweight world titles. Who is Roberto Duran?
You are correct.
Now we're going to move on to Double Jeopardy. So let's see how we do.
Double Jeopardy.
Let's get to the categories.
Here are the categories.
Home games, defunct events, baseball players, logos, football hodgepodge, and we're going to close it out with football mosts. All right. Logos, 200. This NFL team's helmets featured 3 hypocycloids in the logo. Who are the Pittsburgh Steelers?
You are correct.
Logos, 400. The Indianapolis Colts sport this on the sides of their helmets. What are horseshoes?
You are correct.
Logo, 600, please. The wing in the Detroit Red Wings NHL crest emanates from this. What is a wheel?
You are correct.
For 800, please. The color of the maple leaf on the Toronto Blue Jays caps. What is red?
You are correct.
Logo's 1,000. These appear on a Minnesota Vikings helmet. What are horns?
You are correct.
$10,600. Alright, where do we want to go now? Baseball players would be good. Let's try it. Baseball players, 200. The person to pinch hit for Ted Williams. Who is Carol Hardy?
You are correct.
I'd like baseball players, 400, please. This former Cincinnati catcher's dream is to join the Senior PGA Tour in 1998. Who is Johnny Bench?
You are correct.
We're going to go with baseball players for 600 points. He won 30 games in 34. His brother and teammate Daffy won 19. Who is Dizzy Dean?
You are correct.
All right. Let's keep it going with baseball players for 800, please. This player's lifetime slugging percentage is second only to Babe Ruth's. Who is Lou Gehrig?
You are correct.
And baseball players, 1,000. He was celebrated on 87 posters reading Kirby for president. Who is Kirby Puckett? Well, that's it. Keep going.
You are correct.
Got it. Let's go with defunct events for 200. This long game was an Olympic event in 1900. What is croquet?
You are correct.
Defunct Olympic events for 400. This event was held in 1900 and involved shooting these live birds. What are pigeons?
You are correct.
Defunct Olympic events for 600. And the answer there is one of the two daily doubles. 14-2, please. A dueling competition using this type of weapon was held in 1906 only. What is a pistol?
You are correct.
$28,400 cash. In 1908, the U.S. said the British had used illegal spiked boots in this competition. What is tug of war?
You are correct.
And defunct Olympic events 1,000. This 100-meter freestyle event was only open to members of the Greek Navy in 1896. What is swimming?
You are correct.
Very good. Now what do we want? Oops. Let's go with football hodgepodge for 200, please. The kind of coin most often used by NFL officials at the start of a game. What is a silver dollar?
You are correct.
Okay. Let's go with football hodgepodge 400, please. Joe Cribbs abandoned this NFL team for the USFL. Who are the Buffalo Bills?
You are correct.
Football hodgepodge 600. The only NFC team that hasn't retired a number. Who are the Dallas Cowboys?
You are correct.
Let's go with football hodgepodge for 800. This TV movie dramatized the death of the Chicago Bears' Brian Piccolo. What is Brian's song?
You are correct.
These two pro football teams regularly meet in games dubbed the Battle for Ohio. Who are the Bengals and the Browns?
You are correct.
Awesome. Let's go with football most for 200. This Brown had 308 consecutive pass attempts without an interception. Who is Bernie Kosar?
You are correct.
Football most for 400. Daily double. 33-4, please. This former Colt had 47 consecutive games with a touchdown pass. Who is Johnny Unitas? Oops.
You are correct.
$66,800. In 83, this Cowboy had a 99-yard touchdown run, the longest run from scrimmage. Who is Tony Dorsett?
You are correct.
Football most 800. In his 26 NFL seasons, he played in a record 340 games. Who is George Blenda?
You are correct.
And football most for 1,000. In 69, this Jet kicked a 98-yard punt, the longest in NFL history. Who is Steve O'Neal?
You are correct.
All that's left is home games. Let's start with 200. This professional football team plays home games in Joe Robbie Stadium. Who are the Miami Dolphins?
You are correct.
400. This college basketball team plays its home games in the Rosemont Horizon. What is DePaul? Who is DePaul?
You are correct.
600. The Milwaukee Brewers play their home games in this stadium. What is Milwaukee County Stadium?
You are correct.
Very good. Okay. We'll go with home games 800, please. This NFL team plays its home games in the world's largest indoor stadium. Who are the Houston Astros? No, who are the New Orleans Saints instead? Go with New Orleans Saints.
You are correct.
Now the last clue. This NBA team started playing home games in the Delta Center in 1991. Who are the Utah Jazz?
You are correct.
$72,200 at the end of Double Jeopardy. Kurt, 1,100, and Lynn is going home. She never buzzed in this whole game. Final Jeopardy category for today is Origins. I'm gonna go all in. This University of Illinois coach helped invent the huddle and screen pass. Who is Robert Zucchi?
You know the correct response?
And we have one the game with $144,400. And we're going to be back for another game right after pretty soon. We'll catch you all for the next one soon.